Agreements on paper. In the past, I just made deals with a simple handshake, but business is business. I thank God every day that I have my dad around to guide and advise me the right way, because in the streets, if someone plays with your money, blank can happen. Chapter 9, Politics. Contrary to what you've heard, the music industry is modern day slavery. You work hard for crumbs with loophole stipulations hidden throughout your contract. The label is the slave master, and you are the slave. History informs us about slavery and the mind state of a slave and a slave master. You have two kinds of slaves, the house nigger and the field nigger. The house nigger gets the privilege of sleeping inside the slave master's home. The house nigger is treated 50% better than the field niggers. For instance, in this day and time, the more ass kissing you do, the further you make it. The industry is filled with plenty gangs, and when I say gangs, I don't mean that literally. See, you have different DJ coalitions, producer coalitions, street team coalitions, and program directors that have a bond. So if you piss one person off, you're subject to have bad blood with their allies. We call that being blackballed. Many legendary artists and movie stars have been blackballed. Some get blackballed for different reasons. Some reasons are valid reasons, but majority of them are unwarranted. The common way people secure their positions is mainly through sex, but some buy their way in the game. I earned my way in the game. I fed plenty men, women, and kids with my talent. If you ask me, I'll tell you, I've deserved a Grammy. The body of art that I release is timeless music, but since I'm not a yes man, certain doors are harder for me to open. I remember when Game Over was out and I was told I couldn't go to one of my home radio stations because the other station was spinning my record more. But since I sold 500,000 plus records prior to signing with Sony, I didn't take their advice. I went to 97.9, the box anyway, because they have been supporting me since 1998. I'm a very, very loyal dude. One time, my ex-lawyer signed a deal with Pepsi. Around the same time, they dropped Ludacris because of his lyrics. Since Ludacris is and was my friend, I declined. Plus, they weren't trying to pay me a dime for the commercials. I couldn't understand how and why a billion-dollar enterprise wouldn't cut me a check. I'm glad that prior to the deal, I was already used to having money, so fame for free didn't flatter me. Be careful what bridges you burn, because you might have to cross them again. And I'm glad I own a helicopter, LOL. Chapter 10. Be creative in the wonderful world of artistry and wizardry. The more creative you become, the more you become respected and successful. In hip-hop, 85% of the music videos are shot in a club. It's cliche to have sexy, provocative eye candy prancing around scantily clad. The director tells you to stand in front of a nice whip and wrap in your chains. My definition of modern day slavery. My first video with Sony was The Way We Ball. I had been directing all my videos prior to that. I wrote the treatments, went scouting locations, set up the casting calls, paid for, and went bought props, and the list goes on. They said I had to co-direct the video with two guys that went by the name Fat Cats. The video was said to cost me $150,000. But me knowing the price of videos wouldn't allow me to believe the whole $150,000 was spent on my video. Look at The Way We Ball music video and tell me if that looks like $150,000. Then again, you wouldn't know because you were brainwashed to believe that all music videos cost almost $1 million. I enjoy Fat Cat's ideas and aura. I wanted them to shoot my Sunshine music video also, but the label said no. I had developed a bond with Fat Cats, but in this game, that's not their concern. When I say be creative, I'm speaking on thinking outside the box. See, when people go left or right, I go straight. I'm a rebel, like Public Enemy, Tupac, Ice Cube, Nas, Bob Marley, and Lupe Fiasco, to name a few. I root for the underdog 100% of the time. Remember when music was creative, as far as album covers and music videos go? Where did that feeling go? Where did the passion go? Remember when Michael Jackson dropped a new video and it world premiered on almost every network? MJ had the world drooling in anticipation of his music, but his visuals took the cake. I recall watching Michael Jackson's Thriller video, and it was like a 10-minute mini movie. The quality and the storyline have to be eye-catching and jaw-dropping material. As a rapper, it's important to shoot our first video in our hood and show love to the people that were instrumental in helping you get to where you're at. But every damn video shouldn't consist of homeboys. Every time that's like having 20 dudes on stage with you when you perform. Honestly, rock and roll music videos are way more creative than hip hop videos. And rap egos clash and beef sprue. You never hear too many stories of rock stars dissing each other on records. I'm a student of the game. I study all of the greats from James Brown, MJ, Prince, Madonna, Sting, and many others. I pay for my own stage show, which consists of a throne that slides on tracks remotely, huge lights that read my name, fog machines, laser lights, and flags, which came to a total of 30 grand. I love and take my craft serious. So when I see people that don't take this serious, it really pisses them my cornflakes. In the past, I turned down a few collabs due to the attitudes of the artists or due to the lack of effort. I spend a lot of time researching different new styles of music. If you want a broader audience, go listen to other genres of music. The first trip I took to Europe really opened my eyes to how different people are. It's amazing how hip hop culture is appreciated thousands of miles away. Push yourself past your limit, be creative. Chapter 11. Take media training. You ever see an artist on TV doing an interview and they keep repeating the same words over and again? Some artists say phrases like, "You know what I'm saying?" constantly, or you might see the artist rocking back and forth. During the interview, I was taught, if you want a respect, you have to give respect. That's the main reason you should look a person in the eye when you talk to them. The one attribute I applaud Sony for is for putting me in media training. Sony sent 30% of their artists through a media training class. Out of all the students that took the course, the instructor told me I was the best one. He said every time he saw me on television, he was proud of me. In the near future, I will be starting a music program academy that will teach kids at a young age how to make, play, and study music. The kids will be informed and they will be able to take media training also. I feel it's important to guide the youth in the right direction. The more intelligent you sound and how you present yourself determine your longevity. Don't you forget that. Know your role. Everybody can't be Eddie Kane from the 5 Heartbeats. In a group, there will always be one member who the fans gravitate towards more. Some groups disband after favoritism is shown toward other members. When people start to feel unappreciated, they will turn on you. If you are the water boy, be the best at it. If you're a hype man, be the best at it. Some people are very impatient, but the music biz is a perfect timing game. I've seen homeboys lie to promoters. And women, I've seen homeboys lie to program directors. Also, but if you let a person work for you 9 times out of 10, they will lie and say they are your manager. Let's say you and the fake manager fall out. Now he or she has all of your contacts and you're left out in the cold to try and pick up the pieces. Play your role to the fullest. Find a median where you're not doing too much, but at the same time, not too little. Communicate with your boss or fellow employees more than the norm. Be a jack of all trades. You got to know when to be a sheep, and you got to know when to be a lamb. Good people go bad. When stress or real life hits you like a Mack truck, it can affect your work ethic and drive. Bills can make a nice guy transform into a villain. People have to earn trust, even though I don't trust a single soul. Sometimes I test my employees with different tasks just to see what kind of people I'm surrounding myself with. Sometimes I leave money out or my jewelry lying down just to see who is bold enough to touch it. I send people to the store and I test them to see if they're going to give me all of my change back. Make sure you hire responsible, professional people. And when your staff does a good deed, reward them and let them know that you value them. The number one reason why companies fold is because of greed or lack of communication. Communicate with your people as much as possible. That way you can hear the thoughts of your inner circle. Chapter 14. Always show fan appreciation. Way back in 1995, I was getting street money and rap money, so I made it my duty to throw money at my shows. I even got fly enough where I was throwing $300 Mitchell and Ness throwback jerseys to the crowd. I've always been just as proud of my fans as they were of me. Unlike most artists, I press up my own CDs and sell them and give them away. I have my own merchandise tables all the time. I draw, so I design different t-shirts, bandanas, headbands, cups, and any other thing I could put my logo on. At one time, we even had backpacks with school supplies for the kids. I still give away money and toys to underprivileged kids. When I do deeds like this, I don't inform the media or paparazzi, because when you give from your heart, God gets the credit. That's if you believe in him. I will admit, though, some fans are outrageous and demanding at times. Sometimes they don't care about nothing but getting a picture. They don't care about wanting to wipe the sweat off of you and cool down. See, when I give the fans a show, I go all out. I've jumped off the stage and performed in the crowd before. I even jumped in the crowd with my jewelry on. I fear no one but God. Promoters, if you want an artist to give you a dope show, don't take shortcuts with the sound system. My biggest pet peeve is a whack-ass sound system. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Now that we got that out the way, I see a lot of artists act arrogant with their fans, and it makes me sick to my stomach. These are the people that help us feed our families, and that's the main reason I treat them with respect. I take pictures for my fans, no matter their race or size. So to all my fans, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Y'all played y'all part.